Mary's Medicinals. To us, it's simply black and white. They got this cannabis thing down to a science. Best known as the developer and exclusive distributor of the award-winning transdermal cannabis patch, Mary's Medicinals creates cannabis-based products including transdermal gels, topical compounds, and high bioavailability capsules. As part of its commitment to advancing the science around cannabis, Mary's has introduced Mary's Journal, the first mobile app designed to help patients track and balance the use of cannabis medicine. It's revolutionary. You can get your Mary's Medicinals at Evergreen Apothecary or go to marysmedicinals.com to find a dispensary near you.
Mary's Journal. If you're going to take care of anybody that needs this medication or you need this medication yourself, you need to download it. It'll give you different times that you can schedule for your medication. It's a fully integrated app that tracks your results.
Music Buzz Live Radio. We are back here, powered by Mary's Medicinals and Evergreen Apothecary.
Hell yeah, very much.
Chad Drew rocking the THC shirt in there.
Hell yeah. Gotta shout out some love, you know.
Fucking A. All right, so we're sitting here with Stubby Shillelaghs. If you just missed their in-studio set over there in Studio B, you can catch it in the archives right here on World Viral TV under the Music Buzz Live Radio archives. Check that out. Share it. Love it. Guys, how's it going?
Fucking great.
Good, yeah.
So last night was the CD release party for the live album, right?
It was, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you guys are walking today.
It's a little rough.
Professional.
occupational hazard.
The beer and the whiskey's helping.
Yeah, right on. Was it up in Greeley?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was at Patrick's Pub. That's kind of our base of operations. We play there every Tuesday. Have done for almost 4.5 years now.
Wow.
That's
so
awesome.
you guys have been together for how long?
Well, so I guess that would make it just about 5 years. We actually, we're one of those weird bands. We actually started as a goof. Like, we were all in metal bands or rock bands, and like we just we have a practice space that's this warehouse out by the train tracks, and you can just kind of party and have a good time. And
Hell yeah.
we got together one night, and after a bunch of beers and a lot of whiskey and some weed smoking, we were just like, let's play some fucking Irish tunes. This will be fun, And then I ended up going to that bar, Patrick's, that we play at now. I talked to the owner, and him and I got drunk together, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for this Halloween show," and I was like, "We'll come play, no problem."
We did not have very many songs ready at that point. And Andy wrote a big check that we had to cash with a lot of practices over was it 3 or 4 weeks.
But it ended up working out because after that one show, he was like, "Man, you guys fucking killed it. You guys want to play here every week?" And we're like, "Fuck yeah, let's do this."
Right?
So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
I love you guys' sound, dude. Like, I had to go. I don't even typically drink, but I had to go get a beer.
Yeah, that is the exact point of our
that's
music,
how you
man.
do it.
We want, we always tell people the more you drink, the better we sound.
Well, that's science. You're not the first band to say that. No.
Yeah, we're the best band to say that.
Yeah, that might be true.
Oh yeah,
Bold claims.
when you're wasted.
It's interesting that you were sharing that story about how you originated, because if I was going to look at you guys, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to me to guess that you're a band, but I would have probably guessed a metal band.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
For sure.
We're a bunch
Without
of metal dorks, definitely.
Yeah, we're all big fans, and that was the thing, is that this was sort of, it started off as the side project, and then ended up becoming our main thing when
I don't think it even counted as a side project at the
No,
time. It
it
was
was
a
just-
total joke that was
Yeah.
not taken seriously at all, and it's been
but
more
I think
successful
that
than we could have
that
imagined.
metal attitude, because we've all played in metal bands, we bring that energy to stage when we're playing, in an acoustic Irish band, and I think that really benefits us.
Yeah,
For
totally.
sure. Well, I love you guys' voices, and you guys harmonize really, really well.
Appreciate it, man.
This
Cheers.
dude, I loved having you back there, dude. You always got to appreciate the bass, but this dude was tearing up. I can't believe your fiddle stayed in one piece, man. You were killing it.
Oh yeah, dude, he is our resident shredder. We actually every once in a while we'll bust out like some old we'll play like acoustic versions of old Maiden tunes, and he just wails it.
that's
man. It's
actually
crazy.
we got
Very
one of those
cool.
on the new CD. We got a cover of Wasted Years.
That's
So-
right. That's right.
And
That's
and
awesome.
he crushes it on that. You guys are
He makes us all look like dicks, man.
blushing over here.
So St. Patrick's Day next week. What are you guys doing?
Well, we got a busy day. We're gonna be we're playing a mid-afternoon show up in Greeley at Patrick's, And then we're coming down and we're going to be playing at Scruffy Murphy's from, I believe, 8 to close. Over there by Coors Field.
Yeah,
so.
Very cool. Is great, man.
For sure, that'd be a hell of a party right there. That would definitely.
Oh yeah,
it will
it's
be.
guaranteed
And this
to be.
whole week, I mean, especially because St. Patty's is on a Tuesday. I mean, we have a show on Friday in Monument, Colorado, which is out by Colorado Springs, and then we have 2 shows on Saturday. We have a show on Sunday, so it's
blowing up.
It is a busy week for us, and I wouldn't want it any other way, man.
Yeah, it gives you the chance to get that new CD out to people.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us about recording that live album. Was that done at the pub?
Actually, it was done right around the corner. We wanted to give our recording in. So I guess I should backtrack. We had another live album that came out a couple years ago that was at the pub. And we decided for this one that we wanted to give our recording engineer a little bit more space. We also wanted to do a video for it. So we went around the corner. There's this great mid-sized venue in Greeley called the Moxie. That just started up recently. And so we did it there. We've known the owner Eli for years.
He's run the Crew Presents, which is a good promotion company in Northern Colorado, and he started up his own venue. And even more than wanting to do it kind of on a bigger stage and getting it filmed, I think, at least for me, the thing that excited me the most about this album is the last time we did a live album, we recorded it over a couple of different nights, and then kind of, we were able to pick and choose which songs we thought sounded best.
Yeah.
This one was like, we're just gonna go, and if we fuck up, you're gonna hear it,
dude. That's awesome.
We're just gonna do it and just see what happens,
right?
And that was a really cool adventure, and I really
thank God it turned out well.
Yeah,
we didn't fuck up too bad.
It was not as bad of a train wreck as it could have been.
Is that your selling point, Ryan? Not as big of a train wreck as it could have been. Buy our CD today.
That could have been the album name right there.
Right? Like, not as bad as it could have been. The album.
Encouraging.
That's fun. It's very crazy that you play a stand-up bass. I think that's pretty chill. You don't find that too often, especially in the local music scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gives it a really authentic, folky sound, definitely.
I mean, so how Irish are you guys, really?
We're pretty damn Irish.
Because, I mean, you're looking at it at first glance, so you can call it out.
Yeah. Well,
especially you.
I'm actually mostly Norwegian, but the red hair really does it. But I mean, this guy right here, his fucking name is Shaughnessy McDaniel. It doesn't get more. It doesn't get more Celtic than that shit right there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like.
All right. So Greeley, what's the scene like up there? I mean, so you play at this pub every Tuesday. How hard is it then to get a crowd out on a Friday night to the Moxie?
Well, part of what we do is we're kind of, and especially in the early days, we really marketed ourselves as a drinking experience. So we were kind of an event,
cheese food,
and we still are. That hasn't changed. We started doing more things musically, I think, than we were doing earlier on. But in terms of, there's so many like diverse bands out there, and it's not like there's another like Celtic folk band in Greeley, so for the most part, like getting crowds out to the Moxie on the weekends isn't a problem, because they go and see us on Tuesday and they want something different on Friday.
And aside from that, to put it simply, if you make it a free show and offer to give out free whiskey, people will show up.
Yeah. For sure, without a doubt. Well, especially you got the college right there. It's
exactly. And for us, it means a lot to us when we play a live show that people sing along. We actually hand out like songbooks that have lyrics to most of our songs, whether we wrote them or they're traditionals. And if we see people like dancing around, clapping, having a good time, I'll walk up to them and hand them a shot. Like,
hell yeah.
A lot of the times when we play at bars, we negotiate with the bars as part of our payment. Like, hey, we want 2 bottles of Jameson because we're going to hand out free shots because we want people to hang out and we also want them to have a really good time. So.
Yeah, totally. Okay. So, as far as playing like the traditional Irish songs, and was that something you guys all knew before you started this band, and you just kind of put it together?
Yeah, I mean that was kind of where we started. I mean, everybody had a few songs that they knew. We kind of came from different backgrounds and things, but then we learned those. Then we started writing our own. All those ones that we played just a few minutes ago, those were all originals that we wrote. Right. So we kind of tried to blend the two, but we come from different backgrounds. I really started out with things like Flogging Molly and Dropkick Murphys, the Celtic punk, and Ryan started with really traditional, with like the Irish Rovers.
Yeah, the Blarney
the
Lads.
Blarney Lads.
Blarney Lads are one
Okay.
of my favorite folk groups.
Yeah, and and I started listening, to actually a lot of like really, really old like Renaissance era kind of like bard music, things like that, and which is basically the same thing. And Eric is he's a classically trained fiddle player.
Yeah.
So and we all come from that same background, just like kind of sort of different aspects of it.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, when you're drunk, dude, singing the Wild Rover is fun, even if you don't even know the words. It's just fun. You know what I mean? Like
Fair enough.
those songs are just contagious, and it just has that that spirit to it.
And that's the thing, like, it's not, even though it's a music from one specific culture, it's pretty universal. And that's the thing that I think has been really fun, especially coming from that background, is being able to like share it and see other people who aren't from that background be able to get into it and enjoy it and experience it.
Well, I mean, you guys came from metal, so I bet that transition was crazy anyway.
Oh, yeah. But the themes are universal, man. Everybody goes through pain, and sometimes, you have a couple beers and it helps you through it, and everybody shares those same experiences. It's Irish music, much like metal, is very much like it's working class music. It's blue collar music. It's people who go out there and get their hands dirty music.
Right.
And that's what what kind of everybody. Even we see people of all ages, people who come from all different musical backgrounds, coming and hanging out at our shows and enjoying it because it has that commonality of it's music for everybody, for everyday kind of people.
Right.
Cool. Right on.
Damn good time.
Fucking
Hell
cool,
yeah.
man.
Where's the best place to check you guys out online?
So you can visit our website, thestubbies.net. We're going to try to hopefully update it. But we're also on Facebook. We stay pretty active on there. Twitter @Stubbies Music. And then you can find us on Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, Pandora. Pretty much anywhere you can get music online, we're there.
Cool.
That's good that you didn't include Shillelagh, because I'm sure most people wouldn't have
exactly,
any fucking
dude.
clue how
I
to...
barely know how to spell
For sure.
it.
So you Stubbies is good there. Cool. Right.
All right. Well, Stubby
cool.
Shillelaghs here. This is Music Buzz Live Radio. We'll be back here in just a few minutes on World Viral.
Cheers.
Herman's Hideaway on the corner of Iowa and Broadway. Your favorite independent anti-corporate venue featuring Westward's best patio. Now serving award-winning food. From metal to jazz to hip-hop, Herman's Hideaway has something for everyone. And if you want to book your act at Herman's Hideaway, email booking@hermanshideaway.com or call 303-777-2535. There's only one venue, family owned and operated for over 50 years. Holding it down in Denver. Go to hermanshideaway.com for more information and show listings.
Just take a sec, so you should maybe say. So I can say this, but I don't know how to say it yet. Baby, you're dangerous, I could just break my neck. Taking the plunge for you, there isn't any safety net. Now the way you colored your hair is the way I colored my heart. See, the day that you moved away is slowly growing more dark.